already got a good portion of it done, so, or part of it done. I was on the other line. Somebody got a little distracted for a little bit. Don't have my new workbench completely set up yet. Just kind of in get by mode. Gotta have somewhere to build this big wire. So. Got this backwards. Whatever. I'm gonna have to move my little swing arm down where it's not on that side of me, because it's gonna mess me up. This is a 1/4 inch Superflex. This particular one's Andrews white. Regular PL 259. Wire, their spec sheet I think calls for 6.8 kW is what it can do. So that's pretty well what I need. Do a good job for me. And not too bad. I've got to get some heat shrink. I forgot some heat shrink at the house. And I've got to get something to cut this with. I've got a better measuring tape, but this is just what I got on me, so I got to work with that. Missing a very important piece that I really would like to have. That's a knife. But I got something I can work with. So this is smallest, I would say the smallest wire I got. The Eleanor 600 is a bit bigger than this one. 1/4 inch Superflex, according, like I said, according to their website, it's good for 6.8 kW. So you can run some watts through it. I'm building these jumpers for he's actually a local to me, but a lot of you guys know who he is. 10-8 station, 10-8 operator. But yeah, getting some jumpers together for him. He's been asking about it. I had some. I figured he'd go ahead and shoot up some jumpers around in the shack. So got some for a couple other stations, but I'm not sure if how they feel about me naming their names or anything like that. So I'll leave that for them. I may ask them later. But, this is some 1/4 inch silver coated copper, corrugated copper on the outer conductor. This is my little get-by shack. I don't know how interesting it is to watch somebody build coax, but hey, somebody might enjoy it. I actually worked out a pretty good cheat for this. This is not the actual connector for 1/4 inch, but I'm pretty positive that most anybody that would ever run something like this would love to have a regular PL at 259 on it, especially for the application it's going to be used in. You can always go with some crazy sealed connectors and stuff like that, but this is just for jumpers for the most part. If somebody wants to run a big base station, then I'll have some I don't think anybody's gonna run a big base station with this anyway, but then I'll have a proper connector for it. But this is original Amphenol connectors, good wire, no, good connectors on some really good wire, so I don't really have any concerns about whether or not it's going to operate at its intended for its intended purpose. Ain't much going on over here. Took me forever to get my little secondary shack built up, so I went ahead and got it together and got to put some blocks together. Nothing special, guys, just some wire. Some people like it, some people don't, but just stop by, hang out for a little while, and see what I'm doing. Actually, let me grab some more of this. I don't have my heat shrink for the back side. It's kind of driving me crazy, but I'll snag some from work and get what I need. I stashed some there and forgot about it. And if y'all watch closely enough, you can just buy the wire from me and you don't have to have me put the connectors on. It's not too bad. There it is. To change the angle of this, but y'all ain't really interested in me. Y'all can watch the wire. I got some other projects going, some other wire to do after this, but I don't know if I'll put that on camera or not, but got some a little bit bigger stuff over here, nothing crazy, some 1/2 inch, got some flex, got some 1 5/8 back there somewhere, but I need to get another connector for the guy if he's gonna pick it up. Got some more 1 5/8 going out. Just gotta go to let's go in the northeast corner next. Got some more 7/8, but I haven't done much with it. I just got about 700 foot of it just sitting there. I haven't measured to make sure. Got 250 foot of some 1/2 inch going out. It's got to go out tomorrow. I got some more of this stuff and some more 1/2 inch going to Hawaii, and I think I sent out some more 1/2 inch to North Carolina. Got some more going to a few guys locally. There's some 1/4 inch. I don't know if I still have any. Yeah, might as well. Snag some. As it does. And the stuff is actually pretty darn flexible as far as how small it'll go. So it's literally the smallest Helix you can buy. But figured I'd share it, put it on here. I didn't put it on my regular page just because it's time. It's late. Don't want to ding off everybody. But I know some of you West Coast guys, it ain't even that late for y'all. It's midnight over here. Got a couple to do for him, and about 7 or 8 more coaxes to build. I'll see what all can get built. Took forever to get all this rain over here. There you go. Fold it small, handful ends. There you go. Time to do another one. Snag me another one. Way too many coaxes over the course of, I guess, my time in this field. Got more to build though. Like I said earlier, I am in dire need of a knife. For a few different reasons, but I'll make this work. And actually, to be honest, working out pretty darn well. I'm pretty happy about it. There's the center conductor of it, silver coated copper. Pretty cool stuff for what it is. I mean, you got a wire the size of RG8X that can handle about 6,000 watts. It's pretty nice. I mean, I guess it's a bit more stiff. I mean, it'll hold stiff in one place, but that's the flexibility of it. But it can pretty much, you saw how wrap up smaller than that, but that's about as small as I recommend to really wrap it up. It's made for multiple bends, can do whatever it needs to do. If any of you guys have said anything, I apologize. I am not looking. I'm building. So, if you're waving a hand, I'm waving back. Earlier, I'm pretty sure I might be repeating it to the same people, but if you watch closely enough, you can build this yourself and save me the time to build it and just buy the wire from me. I don't mind one way or the other. I'm not trying to make a lot of money off anybody. Nice learning so many stations are getting bigger. Bad at least, I don't know, over the course of the past month or so, I would say about 10 operators at minimum. I would have to go back and count and see how many, but I've done shipped out about at least 1,000 foot of wire that's over ½ inch or larger. Got some stations out there upgrading. I cannot wait to get my stuff back together. Never had a super big base station or anything like that. Was prepping here, but got a couple things going on and I'll be ready soon. but gotta take care of a few other things first. I got the wire for it. Believe it or not, that was actually my cabinet that I was working on in the past. Got to start over with it though. What's up, Mike? I'm just building some 1/4 inch heliacs over here. Smallest heliacs you'll ever see. I may make something smaller than this, but I'm not aware of it. Threw together a little makeshift bench just so I could cut some big wire. Can't really be inside of a shop building 1 5/8". It's not quite practical. You have to be creative. I said earlier I got some heat shrink at the shop. I just haven't forgot to bring it home. Prepped everything, but didn't get no heat shrink. And I'm doing this offhanded. It might look like I'm doing this with my right hand, but I'm doing this with my left because it's backwards. I need to change where my little spool comes down from. Let's finish up. I know I'm gonna measure it off. I'll solder that in a minute. I think I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I've got a better measuring tape, but this is just what I've got here. Got a little bit of water left on that spool. I'm gonna have to get some more. I don't know what you guys are doing this evening, but I'm building some coax. I gotta finish this end now that I got it in a position I can move it around in. This is about a 30-minute bench. Took me about 30 minutes to put it together. Took an old transmission table that I had that I was planning on rebuilding transmissions with. Threw a little shop light I bought at Black Friday for fun, just because I guess it was there. Had a soldering iron that I already owned that I had in a little makeshift area. Snagged it over, got some wire, started building. This is far from lab grade, but it's what I need, especially for big wire. Forgive me if y'all can't see what I'm doing, or I don't have something lined up right, because I don't do lives much. I just did it for keep me awake. It's 12 in the morning. It's midnight right now. Time for me to go to bed, but figured I'd give y'all something interesting to watch, so I don't have to sit here and build it myself. Y'all can watch. Jumper number 2. Alright, that's how small it can fold up, but this gives me a little bit of extra tail I can keep out of my way. Forgive the dirty hands. I've been moving batteries and heliacs and ground straps and all kinds of daggone crap, like spools. Anybody want some table material, I will donate it. I got spools out the yin yang. Big old spools. Slid out on me. This thing. My TV stand done messed up. Waving hand, guys. Yeah. Don't be fussing about waiting on me. Alright, let's see if I can get something else over here. I gotta use my rag. Y'all taking my space up because of my little. Simple little ragtag shack, but it's literally a place where I can take and work on some inch 5/8. Because you can't do that inside of a building. Hello, hello. I just did that. Just so you guys know, this is not me at my very best, because it is late. So if you see me making some little simple mistakes, like wrapping up a wire too early, then forgive me. Well, I suppose I can ask a question to whoever's out there. Or, excuse me, answer a question. I'll see what I can do. Ask something, I'll have something to talk about. If y'all want to know something, let me know. All I'm doing is sitting here building wire. Smothered my audio. Okay. Y'all won't be able to see as well, but whatever. Maybe you'll see better. Can you hear me now? My little makeshift stand apparently messed with my audio. Can you hear me now? What I said a while ago, while my audio was smothered, was anybody who has any questions, feel free to ask, because there's not much else to what I'm doing. You can always watch it and learn and see something, but ain't much learning on my part, so I can conversate. Maybe. You don't want to know nothing? Little brat. Yeah, no. Them coyotes already came through. I heard them earlier. But no. Ain't no coyotes tonight. Well, I suppose if ain't nobody ask nothing, I suppose I'll say something, I guess. I don't know exactly what, but this is a 1/4 inch Superflex. I'm pretty sure everybody who was in here earlier cleared out. So if you guys want to know what it is, it's literally this, pretty much the smallest helix that's made. You can get big helix, but building some small helix for a guy. Nice Super 10-8 operator. Anybody know the handle? You've probably been on 6. Alright. It ain't no 2 to 4 minute lag, it's like a 50-second lag. Whatever. I can always clean this off later. It ain't hot enough to bond. I got a fan that I normally run, but just for you guys, I turned it off because I don't think you'd been able to hear me. I normally have a stand for all my other stuff too. Oh, any newcomers? I'm just keeping myself awake. I just don't. I'm gonna get my rag back since y'all said it muffled my audio. There we go. And I can clean red. Cool. Putting some of the world's smallest helix together. I don't really know if it's the smallest out there or not, but it's a 1/4 inch Superflex. Building it for a 10-8 operator. Y'all watch close enough, y'all can build it yourself. I said it earlier. I gotta build this. I got some 1/2 inch Superflex to build, some 1/2 inch, some more 1/2 inch Superflex, and then some more 1/2 inch Superflex to build. Yes, sir. I told you could build it yourself. Oh, Mr. Hound Dog built some for himself this afternoon. I guess it was. Running low on zip ties. I'm normally a bit more prepared with material and stock and everything else, but I literally built this bench in about 30 minutes, so this is a ragtag makeshift. Put it together. I'll kind of lay out everything the way I want it for working on big coax soon. I've got to set up a feed point for it to come in so I can handle it and deal with it. Big wire like that's not fun to work on. especially if you got somebody asking to do a direct feed connection. I can do it. I'm not sure exactly stuff I'll charge, but there's some Superflex jumpers. Told him I'd get him some together, so I went ahead and did it. So might as well. Next is, I guess, some 1/2 inch. I suppose will be next. So I may update the description and do something else later, but I got some 1/2 inch to do. I need to go back and look right here. Had to get me a little book so I can keep track of who's who and what I'm building for who. Let's do hang on, I'll say what I got left. Y'all can see my ragtag shop where I work on big wire. I think that's what I got left right now. It's ooh, nice. That's cool. That's always cool to see. 50 and no connectors. And here is the end. 91, so 41, 50, 41. Oh Lord. $134.5 feet. You sure you want it all? Yeah, my little carport shop. So, okay, never mind. Let me correct it. 134 feet. I'll give you the kink for free. Oh Lord. I got some. Oh yeah, here we go. Y'all get to see some cool goodies. These are rare. Box. How many what? This is little rare little piece that I love. I like other ones too. I mean, I really don't have any preference, to be honest, because I mean, when you're talking about PL259, there's not really much what do you call it, overkill that you can go with a PL259. You go too much overkill and the connector will just run out. So you can't really say I've got the biggest PL259 there is, because I mean it's only a certain size. But it's really cool because it's Andrews brass. It's nice to have. It's cool. It allows me to do a few other things with this wire that wouldn't normally be able to be done. We don't really make UHF connectors for flex. and they don't really make UHF connectors for Andrews for the most part, unless it's the older stuff. I mean, they have some companies out there that's making the stuff, but it's usually off brands and stuff like that. You can solder brass, so I get to put some nice connectors on some pretty flexible wire. Alright, so I've got to keep this track. I've got a 50 footer here, a 58 footer here, and I've got a guy that wants a mobile. So it's more wire over here, and he's gonna get set up over here on this hook. Alright, could pull down this 1/4 inch at the same time, but there's not really a point. Let me do this. Where's the other end at? The black tape. Fun. What'd y'all say? Yes, you're sure you want it. Yes, that is a type of PL259. That is not a normal PL259. It's called a UHF connector. Any sort of, I mean, they make, the biggest UHF connector they make that I know of currently is they make, it's even rarer than that one right there. It's for 7/8, and they make a PL259 for it, or made. It's been discontinued for years. So that one's even funner to find than this one. But I got a few of these left, not too many. I think I got enough to finish what I got going on. If I don't, then I can always get, well, I can get some more for a little while. But for the most part, it's really better to change up. I've got some other connectors I'll show you guys. That's the real 1/2 inch box. This is the connector that you need. I'll let you see it after I set down this behemoth of a box. Who would have known a little box can weigh that much? This is kind of the best PL259 you can get for anything to do with 1/2 inch. This right here is a step above 1/2 inch. And this is what most guys will go to. Especially if you're trying to step up your game and do more than about 6,000 a week. Because that's really the limit of a PL259. Anything more and it starts really getting hot, and it's not really a good idea to operate it at that kind of level. There's plenty of guys, I mean even freaking Wizard put a video out there somewhere of him putting 50 kW in a UHF connector. It's not to say that it won't do it, it's just to say how much loss are you going to get, how much heat are you going to get built up, and when's it going to fail. So this is your PL259 for 1/2 inch, and this is your DIN. This goes right here. You get pretty much any connector like this in the back of your box or the back of your line section, don't matter what it is. If you got a bird meter, you can go to this connector. It's literally the easiest thing you've ever done. If you got a bird meter, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws. You pull it loose, you plug it in, 1, 2, 3, 4 screws back in. And then from that point, you take your 7/16 DIN, plug it up, and screw it on. That's pretty much simple as that. It's literally just this is a 90-degree right here. This just allows you to get in a nice little tight corner or something. Do I want to sell what? Yeah, I know you've seen some monster boxes with some 259s, but let's just say there are stations that go down because of failures, and there's some obvious reasons why there are failures sometimes. Let's just say it's not the best practice. But realistically, in all reality, I mean, this connector right here, I've seen operated well above what's it's rated for. Well, it's good for about 16,000 peak. There are guys that operated above that. I'm not going to recommend it, but there are guys that do. And there are guys that operate this above 6,000 peak. But still, not going to recommend it. It's on you if you decide to do something like that. And if you have a failure, it is not my fault. Here comes the 1/2 inch. I gotta do a little cleanup. My little makeshift chair. If you guys saw what I was sitting on, you'd laugh. It's literally a spool of 1/2 inch and a spool of, what is it? What is it? Direct burial number 8. So it's literally some house wire. It's not a QC hound dog. It's just it's just a DIN connector I got for an example to kind of show people. I don't have any UHF connectors here, so that really doesn't. It's not the greatest of examples, but still, it is what it is. All right, another one bites the dust. Not really biting the dust, but it's just going into use. All right. So I wish I had something that I could do this a little quieter with, but eventually I'm going to start having to use this Dremel, and it's going to get noisy. But until then, I'll try to see what I can do with this. Make it happen. Something quieter. I was pretty successful with that smaller wire, so I think I'm going to try this just to kind of see. Copper's not really hard to cut, so I'll use it like a scour tool. See what kind of luck I get. Worst case scenario, I got 50 more foot. I can always cut it back and start over if it don't look right. Do I got any 6.3? I have 8.3 right here. I've got, I don't really know, to be honest. I've got 500. Oh, what the heck is it? Somewhere. 500 MCM service entry wire, which is bigger than 4-aught, let's just say. I've got all kinds of crazy stuff for AC stuff too. But no, 6.3 I know I've got. That's 6.3 direct burial. That's good for like a 40 amp breaker. You could run a 3000 off of it, so you can wire from your 220 panel to that with that wire, and you could actually bury that underground. And even, I guess you could run it to a shop. I don't really know what code is in people's different states and counties, so I'm not going to recommend that stuff. But I have it. I think it's probably 60 foot. I'm sitting on it, so I'm not directly in line of sight where I can look at it. Let's cut it back. 8.3, 75 foot. 6.3 is good for like 43 amps. 4.3 is good for like 80 something amps, and then 8.3 I don't remember, to be honest. I'd have to look up and see what it is. That's the AC specs, AC house specs. Just look up NEMA specs for 6.3. What is it? Let me take a look. I don't know. It's aluminum conductor, so you have to drop it a little bit. Not sure if that's relevant. Yes, it is somewhat relevant, but not really. Connector doesn't really make a hill of beans one way or the other what it is. Some people put big old connectors on a small box. Excuse me. I'm gonna try this real quick and see what happens. We're gonna try some stripping methods with some thicker wire and see what happens. It's close. Aha! Success! This is a new method for me. It's interesting. It's not a new method of working with wire. It's a new method of stripping. As I may have mentioned earlier, I did not bring a knife home, and I usually use a Dremel. So I'm trying to stay quiet for you guys and see if I can come up with another method. And I got plenty of wire to come up with another method, so it's not like it's really that big of a deal for me to experiment. Not really experimenting with like construction. I'm literally just experimenting with how to strip. And there are multiple benefits to stripping this way that don't really make sense to other people, but make a lot of sense to me. So I'll see if this works. If it does, then I've learned a new method. If it does not, then all it takes is just chopping and starting over. Yeah, it's late. I don't really have y'all ain't talking, that's what it is. Y'all need to ask something. That way I can get back to talking about something interesting rather than something totally random. What's up? If you sent me anything else, I ain't looked at it. Just so you know. This is actually expanded into a little bit more than just his wire. I've got some 1/2 inch. This is 1/2 inch flex right here I'm working on. Shut up. Yeah, 35 amps is actually fine for that, hound dog, just so you know. And I may have enough wire for you. You just have to tell me what length you need, and let me measure this spool. So, it's a Black Thunder. I'll make sure I got your handle right. Ha! Yeah, he does, hound dog. What I got? This is some 1/2 inch flex. It's good. I say it's good for about 16,000 peak. I say it's pretty much good for what the DIN connector is good for, but there's people that go above that. Says up to 70 amp free air or something. What the heck are you? Oh, no. Don't be looking at that free air crap. Free air crap's like open spool wire that's used up on power lines. You need to measure it in a conductor. And that's what you need to compare it off of. So, it's 6'3" aluminum conductor. You just have to double check, make sure it'll handle the current you need. But I'm pretty sure what you're operating at, it's going to be fine. I mean, you're not high on the current at all. What's up on the night shift? Yeah, I'm not a night shift. I'm on day shift. I'm just working late. Yeah, I don't know if you got your coax situation figured out there, Black Thunder, but let me know if you need something. I mean, I got plenty of stuff. It's usually pretty darn reasonable. You can't really buy LMR for the prices that I'm selling hardline for or Superflex for. I guess you could if you did some shopping, but you wouldn't have as good of a wire. Had about probably 1,000 foot of this wire right here go out almost. I'm pretty sure with this last order it's over 1,000 foot of this wire. I'll have to add it all up. Oh Lord. Talking about dumps. Oh, y'all have fun with that. I don't need to know about that. It would be appreciated if you kept that off the comments. Somebody said on there it cost you $0 not to post that. Somebody's gonna go, well, look at this live feed later on and read the comments. I'm like, oh, I'm out. Well, sounds good on the coax and M107. That's a nice antenna. That's a good choice. If you haven't already bought it, you may consider looking into like 16's antennas. I mean, really, for the money, it's pretty nice. I think it's direct feed, 6 element, bigger elements, and all kinds of other stuff. But I don't remember exactly how much M107 is. So you may consider that, because direct feed will give you a higher power handling very easily without having to worry about a gamma or anything like that. So. Yeah. I know it's probably been going for way too long. I probably should have shut this thing off and started another one, but whatever. People can just jump in and jump out. I figure if they want to know about some, if they want to know how to build some coax, they gotta be dedicated and watch for a while. Truck has got it, and I think he sells it. So just message Brian Smith, and I'm pretty sure he sells 16's antennas. Somebody can correct me and let me know. But it's literally, you got him Charles Whitehead, I believe. You might can message him directly, but you can also message Truck just as easily. I think he's a distributor or worked out some sort of deal. Him and 16's pretty close. But I really do think that would be a solid choice for upgrade. Well, I mean, $300 for a direct feed, bigger elements, and somebody already setting it up to direct feed, which is the way to go with it anyway. Yeah, it's better. It's the better choice if you're talking about $300 more. And Black Thunder's a bit more north than us. He might actually be able to drive and go pick it up, because I think he said something about a shipped price. So you may be able to save some money on shipping. Yeah, this is half-inch flex right here. I'm building a UHF connector for a guy. This is the last of the Mohicans right here. This connector has been discontinued, and it's a good connector. If I can get it sitting still on me. I need to stand real quick. I gotta use this over here. Much better. Thank you. Alright. I know I'm right. No, I wasn't thinking he was disagreeing or nothing. I'm just joking about I know I'm right. What was I saying? Yeah, I'm just saying it's a good choice. It really is. I mean, that's the way to go. You talking trash, man, dog. Alright, let me get my other. I don't know what that is. Anybody need some grommets? I got a bunch of these things. There it is. One. Nope, not the right one. I'll make it stand up. There it is. Two. This is ratcheting box wrenches. If anybody wants to get them, I sell them. No, I'm just kidding. There, you can get them at an auto parts store. So they come in handy for me. UHF on some 1/2 inch. Oh, Lord. Y'all talk about something. I'm getting bored here. I'm just building wire. Alright. I need to... I'll wait for you guys to say something and I'll respond. I got something to look up. I gotta make sure I'm building something the right way. Can't remember all this stuff. I gotta go back and look at paperwork. I can cheat. Got my little bullcrap phone. Nobody said anything, so I guess I'm gonna keep doing this. If you Oh, yeah, I got some fun over here. I'll probably do that one tomorrow, just because of what I need to do. I got to do direct feed on it. Y'all can watch me have fun with that later. But now what I'll do is probably work on another order at the same time, because I got part of this order done. I've just got to do a direct feed on the other end, and whatever, I'll just do it. You can watch that too. Direct feed, here we go. Doesn't Danny make a 259 like that? No, he does not. He takes a what's called a 217 connector and makes something with it. Alright. Here y'all take y'all's there we go. That's a short one. How long are you? That's shorter. We'll use that one. This is some wire a few of you guys are familiar with. You'll see what I'm about to do with it. This end right, y'all. Now this is not the best cutter, but it cuts, so might as well. See if y'all can recognize. Whoop. Oh, it's gonna be backwards. There ain't no way I can straighten it out. So there you go. Focus. LMR 600. Copy the learning and waiting on the next call. Well, feel free to pop in there and ask anything you want while you're in here, because I'm still working. I'm in dire need of my knife now. Lord, I need that daggone knife. Wish I had something to strip with. Whatever. You know, I'm about to watch me do something I don't want to do. I'll do it this way. maybe. This is an experimental process of how to do random things without a knife. I don't know what I'm... There we go. What kind of success I'm going to have out of this. I could do something really nasty, and I think I'm about to. Yep. Yuck. Don't do this at home. But I am not wanting to wait. See how successful I am. Thank God it's not got a lot of residue. I don't have a knife, so I am using a hot knife. Good night. I wish I could go to bed. Actually, I will have to get off here in a little bit. Alright, see if I was successful. Don't want to smell that. Aha! Clean the tip. See, yeah, that worked. But it did something to my braid I didn't like, but... This is LMR 600, and I am using it for my, oh Lord, I know what this is. I forgot about what this wire is. This wire is very nice for a lot of reasons. And one of those reasons being it is a direct burial coax. This specific one that I own is. Being direct burial means whenever you run a wire and have it for any length of time, if you ever nick it, cut it, or anything like that, the wire has got a adhesive built into it to fill the gaps in whenever the jacket comes loose. And that adhesive is annoying. So now I've got really sticky wire I've got to be dealing with. I'm going to test something first before I decide to use this, because I've got 100 different choices I can use. This just happens to be one I had on hand. Let's see. This is... it's fine. It's tin coated copper is what it is. I'm not... Tin's alright. That's why I don't recommend LMR all the time. But it's nice for ends. Just simply because you don't have to worry about them breaking down on you in the weather. So, oh Lord, I need some more. I'm gonna come back to this one. I have a knife. It's just y'all can watch direct feed later. I'll go back to some 1/4-inch jumpers. Y'all can watch them because I'm not dealing with that no more. Not until I get me a good knife. Good old Gojo. Works for anything. Now I smell like orange. If y'all got any questions, feel free to ask, because I got a few people still in here. Is that you, Bullet? I don't even know. What's up, Bullet? Doing some 1/4-inch Superflex. Call it the world's smallest Andrews wire. Not really. I don't know for sure if it's the smallest. I haven't looked it up, but definitely some wire that's little bitty for sure, and really nice for jumpers. I've already built a couple. They're over here. Built with regular PL259s. So I'm gonna build some more. I've got another direct feed connection to do, but my LMR 600 is a little sticky. It's the direct burial type. I'm think about whether I want to keep using that or not. There we go. And let's tidy up. I did last of the Mohicans over here a brass Andrews, a UHF for some half-inch flex. And as I said earlier, which those guys might have cleared out since I said it, if you watch closely enough, you can build your own jumpers and just buy the wire from me. So I don't care. Don't make no difference to me. And in case y'all wonder why I'm using a pair of strippers to cut, that's because I don't have a knife on me right now. And besides, I've realized that actually it works better than a knife for what I'm currently doing, at least. Not necessarily for every application. This is actually some pretty cool wire because it is one corrugated copper for the or helio cool whatever copper, and a silver coated copper center conductor. So pretty cool for a 1/4 inch wire. Alright, this is a ragtag makeshift bench. I literally just put it together in about 30 minutes, so you can't really build big wire in anywhere but an open air shop, because you gotta get that big old wire inside. I'm building a few more jumpers for another guy. I got a guy out of Hawaii that's getting some jumpers and some wire. I got a guy, of course, I got the guy I made this video about getting some jumpers. Old 455 10/8 station. This video turned out to be a little bit longer than I thought, but it is what it is. Y'all can hop in, hop out, watch it as y'all go. Watch a few minutes of it or watch as much as you like. Otherwise, I would still be sitting here building it. Alright. I gotta unhook this thing because it's time to get the rest of this jumper down off of my makeshift little pole. See, Bullet, I am not far behind you. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more progress, and then I'll hit the hay myself. gonna finish this last one and probably call it a night. I'll get some more guys done later. I got a few to ship out over the week, probably before the weekend if I can help it, and then I'll get some more out after that. And watch this one more time. Anybody who has watched this through and through, it is your fault if you don't know how to build this coax, because I done did it 6 times. Oh, you going to bed? I'm getting jealous. Alright. Alright. This is the home stretch. This is the home stretch for tonight. Normally I run a fan, but like I said, for the sake of the video, I didn't turn it on. Alright. Aha. Something I skipped. It's not something that has to be done, just something I do. So you could literally skip this step and be fine. Just my choice. Hello, hello, whoever's popped in and popped out and whatever. I don't know who all's watching and who all's not watching. So. Putting some jumpers together, Rodney. This is some 1/4 inch heliacs. This is literally the smallest Helix that I know of. There may be something smaller, but I don't know of it. But then again, I haven't done much research, so don't take my word for it. One last time. Y'all gonna watch it? Y'all see it. Now, I did say earlier, I did forget my heat shrink at work, so I'll have to get it later. So I normally heat shrink the back because of what I'm doing and how I'm using this wire. I can't look at that just yet. No, I'll look at the message in a minute. Let's see if I can tell you. No, I don't have any isolators. I usually recommend anybody who's running like big stuff to go ahead and run Filastrand. Filastrand, you don't have to worry about whether it's conductive or non-conductive and all that other crap. It costs you a little bit of money to buy, but I mean, it's just the way to go. So, anybody doing anything major, Filastrand's what you pick. Because then when you're trying to do the other, you're trying to break it up into what's called non-resonant links, and it's just, if you mess up, if you catch some sort of wavelength that you don't know about, you have something that's resonant in some way, it's just a pain in the butt, to be honest. So you may be able to get away with it. There may be a certain particular way that you can pick that doesn't catch any multiple of any wavelength whatsoever. But if I had the choice, I would just go ahead and go Filastrand. Oh Lord, my seat has worn out or I have worn out my welcome in my seat. My seat is literally 2 spools of wire and a couple of cushions from a dollar store somewhere, one of them stores, Maxway or something. I got it a couple of years ago for a lawnmower that had a bad seat. And my makeshift ragtag bench that I have to work on big wire at, it's literally a transmission table I had built. So a little overkill for this application. I don't know if you're still alive or not, but I responded in here, so I don't have to send the message back. So I will not be sending a message back tonight. I'll be out. Down for the count. This is, again, like I said, 1/4" Superflex. Little bitty wire. Built a few of these. I can wrap it up smaller than that. That's just the way I wrapped it up. So, when you catch this tag later on, if you see it, I doubt you'll watch the entire video, but these are yours, Jeremiah. We'll get them taken care of. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I'm going to tidy up, clean up, hit the hay myself. My seat has worn out its welcome. It's hurting now. So I'll catch you guys later. I may build something like this in the future. I don't know. Probably a bit short of a video, but I guess I will catch you guys later. Yeah, I did know what you mean. I don't know if you're still in here or not, but I will catch you all later. I am done building some wire. I guess y'all hung out long enough. I'll give y'all a little preview of what I got going on. It's some 1/4" Superflex I was building. I built another 1/2" little Last of the Mohicans connector. My little makeshift ragtag bench I built. Got some other crap I'm gonna be selling soon. Some used batteries right there. Some 500-foot spool of LMR 600's already gone. About 700 and something foot or so of 1/2", a 1/2" flex. 300 foot or so of 600, 200 foot or so of 600, and 130 foot or so of 600. This is just for anybody who watches this to the end. I'll show y'all some stuff. Used battery. Brand new batteries all up underneath there. Some 1/2" hardline, some 393, some 4/0, some more 4/0, some more 4/0, some 1/2", some 1 5/8", some more 1/2". I don't remember what's spoken for out of this. Some 10 conductor wire and all kinds of goodies. Some big old goodies out there. Some other stuff. I got all sorts of stuff. Catch you guys later. It's just my little get by ragtag little bench put together. Alright, see y'all.